just thought I'd check in. Um, been, doing some astrology chart videos and things. And hadn't really been doing some regular. Well, I did the one regular Dottie video, but anyway, I'm outside. It's supposedly according to online. Now, I should have looked at my own thing. I didn't look yet, but according to online, it's 105 degrees here. Anyway, it's nearing, what is it, the 27th or 28th today? What's it, 28th? 28th already. Okay, that means that tomorrow's magic day, I think. Are we there already? Sometimes I lose track of what day it is because my sleep schedule is so odd. But anyway, I wanted to show you real quick. I have mowed around and cleared the space here. Hopefully I'm showing that correctly. Where the old big tent, like my other big tent, where the old one used to be, I cleared it in preparation for my new one. The one I have over here now is my storage shed. So the one I'm going to be putting up here, well, half of it will be some storage. Things that I have already sorted after sorting a lot of the rest of the stuff I still have to sort. I'm a compulsive saver of things because I know the power grid's going to fail and every single item we have will have multiple uses. That kind of thing. Like, what is it that has a million uses? Borax, white vinegar, whatever, a million things, baking soda. What is it has a million uses? You get stock up on those things that you can use for lots of uses. Anyway, I speak crazy. But this is where my mind goes because I've known for, for very many, a couple dozen years probably, that the grid's going to be failing, scientifically. It's, anybody who's a betting man, anybody who's into statistics, just line them up. We are more dependent upon our electronics than ever before. And when it goes, it's going to be madness, chaos. So prepare yourself. Have a food forest. So you have like food, seeds, lots of seeds saved up that you can grow things and grow sprouts to eat right away when you can't go to the store. Seeds, lots of seeds. Sometime I really have to just explain where everything is coming from, and maybe there's always a transition, it seems, until I will finally get settled on my own land. But at any rate, tune in as July happens. I'm going to be part-time living out in a tent here as my the dear friend, previous housemate. We shared house rental for a few years, number of years. I can't count anymore. Let's see. We moved in together in 2018. And he don't really have anyone else, so I'm his health surrogate person. I help him for everything he needs. He's autoimmune. He had double lung transplant. And one hip, he's getting ready for the other hip replacement. And, anyway, and then he would pay more of all the bills until near the end he was paying pretty much all the bills. but when I really had no money at all. Um, but with over years, come to we're like family, dear family. Dear heart people. Just not not a romance. It's not a romantic. There's love. There's deep love there. Respect, immense respect, immense gratitude, and it's, a, it's like family. It's like family. I don't have any brothers, but if I did, it would be him. He's like my brother. That's what he's like. I don't have any brothers, but that's what he's like. Eugene, in my book, you will know him as. He's moving in. He's already starting to move his stuff in. I cleared his room. What used to be my library room is now empty and ready for him to move in. Except I also just found out, just as he's starting to move his stuff in, he's got to be moved all the way in before like the third week of July, because he's got to be out of his place and have it already cleaned up and everything by the end of July. And he's, one of those people who wants to go and clean, after he's moved everything out. So, and anyway, so he'll be moving in probably midway through July, right? The same time, finally, my son Jamar and anyway, my family down south, my son and his little family with my granddaughter, Isabella. They 4 years old. They they finally got the certificate of occupancy. Finally got the electric hooked up. They're moving in today. As I sit here talking to you, they are like moving in. They've got electricity and air conditioning now. Oh, how exciting. They've been living in their little motorhome for, oh my gosh. Well, this whole process has lasted about a year longer than it was supposed to. So it's been almost 2 years. Something like that. Huineki, I sapuhune paliwen eke aneama oke. Soneni ame I do love to ramble, but pretty soon anyway. Um, Eugene has needs that different than mine. Um, but we're in a small space here. The bedrooms share a wall different from what we were used to be at opposite ends of a long, skinny, mobile home. Had our space, and now we share a wall and share a bathroom. We never shared a bathroom. Maybe in the very first apartment. I don't know, but anyway, I'm just saying. This is a little bit tough, so I'm just preparing an extra space for myself with my nature, where I'm going to ultimately be living in my other tent, my big canvas tent, my army tent with my wood stove, along with my tiny trailer. I'll be living in that. That's my plan. I want a tent, but here it's just one of these little 8-man tent. $140 or whatever on Amazon. 136 or 130, whatever. Pearl price go up and down $2. Anyway, they come in very handy as temporary storage sheds and housing. So I'm gonna set myself up, and that'll be fun. I'll get to communicate from there. I'm gonna cut this on off. It seemed like it's been a lot longer than I expected, but anyway, I'm sitting in the shady spot right near where my tent will be set up here in the backyard. So I'll have to be I have made myself, now see, that mosquito didn't recognize, of course that's my hands, and I probably washed my hands since I put the oil seems to be working, although I did still cover myself up. I made a mosquito like oil, then I can oil my body before I go out. That way it's like, it's not spraying on something all the time where it's getting on my hair, my clothing, or I mean, it gets on my clothing, whatever. We're rock and roll with nature, which is my, my preference always. Oh my God, I love nature. Just listen to all the bugs. Of course, people and other noise too, but I love nature. Okay, I love you too, sweethearts. Thanks for stopping by again and um, do all those things people always say, if you like this, if you like me, hit subscribe. Let me come at you. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.